Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. Yeah, and today we are going to be talking about Taylor's character. Yeah, Taylor is an interesting character. But yeah, I guess she's kind of shit too at the same time. But is what it is. Anyway, please subscribe, turn the notification, click bell beside you. Anyway, let's jump right on to it. So as you're aware, Taylor is kind of interesting. She's either likable or unlikable, depending on the show. Um, Sometimes she can be the most frustrating character. Sometimes she can be one of the better characters. Again, it depends on which season and what season you're watching. She, she hasn't been on the show in a good while. But she is one of the, I wouldn't say better characters, but she's better than like Ridge and Brooke. Let's just put it out there. And Thorn. She's better than all those other. She's not great though. She's pretty awful in a lot of ways too. I wouldn't say she's one of the greatest characters. She's pretty bad in a lot of ways. I feel like she's on a very similar path to like Hope. Hope might be more likable than Taylor. I don't know. She might be on the same path as Steffi. I don't know. She's between Steffi and like Hope. She's pretty unlikable too at the same time. She starts off as a pretty good character. She's pretty professional with her character. She becomes a little bit less professional, especially as the show goes on with like, doctors. I was just watching a doctor show. So one of my carers probably talking about, you talking about my show that I'm watching? Like, no, I'm actually talking about another show. But, no, Taylor was one of the doctors in Bold and the Beautiful. And she came off as kind of a likable character, she didn't have much going on. She was a little bit annoying now and again, especially when she was like trying to stop Sheila from seeing Eric or intervening. She was kind of a bit annoying there. She had a thing for for Ridge, and it didn't really, they fell in love, they got together, they got married. And yeah, she became pretty good in her character. I think her character was even better when she got married the second time and she had kids. She became more likable. But I think she was a pretty standard character. She had flaws. Like, she didn't have many flaws, but she did have flaws. She did have that one scene where she sleeps with, like, James. That was kind of stupid. I guess because he didn't want to die a virgin. I don't know why. You know. But anyway, that was kind of stupid. There's some other stupid things about Taylor, like she does become a bit unprofessional, like giving people like advice and letting people into her office. That's kind of just like, okay, she's just letting Brooke into her office, just talk random. She doesn't have any other patience. She becomes like, she's a big fan of James and all that. I don't really have some of the side stories after season 8 because I haven't watched it. But anyway, she becomes really close with James. Yeah, they Ridge thinks they are involved or something. It's kind of dumb. They're not. They do like sleep with. They do sleep with one another. I think she reveals it like that story. I think they forgot the plot of that story. And then when I think in like season 18 or something, like 10 seasons later, they remembered that plot because I swear to God, they forgot their own show at that point. It's like, you do know that they slept together, and I'm looking in season like 8 and they don't remember that. It's like, are you sure you don't remember your own show? Seriously? Come on, show. Anyway, she dies in a plane crash, and Well, she supposedly died. She gets captured by, what was that arsehole's name? I can't remember. Um, Omar. She gets captured by Omar. It's kind of dumb story. She's stuck in a palace. Like, they never explain like why what he's apparently a prince or something. I don't think he's a king. He's a prince, but they never like Prince Omar. They never explain like did he just like kidnap her or something. They never explain why she's there with him. They're just like, oh, I just found her and then I married her or something. He just like kidnapped a woman while she was getting like burglary. She was getting like robbed or something. Just like and she got stripped and all that. Did he like take her home naked or something? Like, okay, but anyway, she gets captured. Kind of a dumb story. Like again, like did they just assume like she was just dead and they didn't? Did they not find her body or something? Because didn't they have her body? The second death is probably dumber, but yeah, that was kind of yeah. She comes back from the dead. She's kind of annoying because she's like, oh, he did this against my own will. Well, he didn't do this against your own will. You chose to be with Omar, you dumb bitch. I guess she didn't know because she had her memory wiped. But at that point, when she was getting married to him, she already like married him at that point. That was kind of dumb. And then Brooke got to make it all about her when she was trying to get her husband back. It's like, she's just trying to get her husband back. I was kind of more on Brooke's side because why would you randomly just want to get your husband back after you've been gone for a whole year? Like, obviously you were going to know that Brooke was going to get back together with him after you'd been gone or something. Because why would you, like, randomly, like, I don't know, just she still became quite likable. There was that one dumb scene that when she was getting like when she moved into like one of the guest homes and she was like being captured, like she got robbed by this random guy who wanted her. Like he broke into her guest in her home, I guess, in the guest home. She's apparently she rents in the guest home. That's kind of dumb, but anyway. This show can be dumb sometimes, but they never like. She's never worried. She just goes to call Ridge. It's like what? She's pretty likable in the show. She has, besides James, she hasn't really cheated on anybody on the show. I'm trying to think if she's cheated on anybody. I think she was with Storm, but I think that ended before she got together with Ridge. I think she was together with Ridge and then she broke up with him and then, well, she had a thing and then it didn't go anywhere and then she slept with, and then she was with Storm and then she kind of went back together with Ridge and they got married. And that she hadn't cheated besides that James story that they never mentioned again after she was brought back. But anyway, they kind of become friends. They got pretty good chemistry, even though I prefer Rich and Brooke because they're both assholes and I don't like them. She's a pretty likable character. I can't really speak for like season like 8 after, but yeah, in the start she was Caroline's doctor. She was Caroline's, because Caroline was dying, so that's how she came into the show. Um, Pretty interesting back when she was professional and then she lost her professionalism, so it got consumed by the show and the writer. The soul came out. Woo. Anyway, yeah, I can't really talk about much between season 9 and 13, but I guess she went back and forth with Ridge. I think she had a thing for like Thorn or something, but that didn't go anywhere. I think, maybe slept together. I can't remember. Or they were just kissing and making out. Can't remember. He did get saved. I kind of was more on Taylor's side when she almost died. She was drinking or something. And she almost got burned alive. I love how Thorn was the one that rescued bloody Taylor. Anyway. What else happened on that show? Um, What else happens? Okay, let's just jump to season 13. I don't really know what's happening, but anyway, Ridge and Taylor have a son named Thomas. He's born. They get together. I think Brooke tries to split them up and that, but we're not here to talk about Brooke. She becomes pretty likable. She has another two daughters, Steffi and Phoebe. And yeah, that she's together. Ridge is kind of interfering with her. I love how she's worried more about her kids, but Ridge is like, the kids will be fine. They're just dropping down to daycare. But she's more worried about her kids. I like that about her. Like, she seems to, like, care more than Ridge. She seems to give a shit more. But Ridge doesn't. So that's interesting. Yeah. What else happens on that show? And then you got the Morgan story, which is probably the dumbest Taylor story, one of the dumbest ones. Where I mean, I understand, like, that's Ridge is her husband, so of course she's gonna say no to wanting Morgan pregnant. But why would you want to have a baby with your own pedophile boyfriend? You were 17, girl. You were 17, and you were sleeping with a 23-year-old. Oh, yeah. Ridge was actually 23 when he hooked up with Morgan. Yeah. Yeah, so that's, yeah. And Taylor was kind of dumb about it, too. She was kind of like, why would you support... I'm sorry, but I would divorce Ridge. I'm sorry, but I'd divorce Ridge. If I found out he was sleeping with a 17-year-old, I would divorce him. Like... And, like, she's, like, supporting this. She's like, yeah, that happened in the past. Like, what you did, Stephanie, was wrong. You made her go to and get an abortion when she was pregnant at 17 with the 23-year-old's baby. Like, of course Stephanie's not in the wrong. Of course she's in the wrong. She's not in the wrong, you dummy. Like, seriously. Taylor, be smart. Like, who writes this shit? Anyway, Taylor, I think she gets kidnapped by Morgan. Morgan kidnaps her because she stole Steffi or something. They haven't got to that stage yet, but she finds out. So far, Taylor's pretty likable in the show. I think they get back together in that, or something goes on. They do get back together, and I'm trying to think what else happens. And then she gets killed by Sheila. I haven't got to the parts, like, there are parts of the show that I missed out on. She's pretty likable. She even tries to tell Sheila, like, do the right thing and all that before she gets killed. Well, before she gets killed later on. So she's pretty likable at this stage, Taylor. Well, the last we see of her before she becomes a asshole through the show. Yeah, anyway, she dies. I think that was a pretty good death. I think she should have just stayed dead the second time when she got shot. I think, when they brought her back, again, the actress that played Taylor, Hunter Tylo, she had plastic surgery. I think she already had plastic surgery. She definitely had plastic surgery at this point where I'm up to. But she still looks kind of like, she doesn't look very, like, over the top. It's when she comes back, and she comes back an asshole in the show. And she's cheating on Ridge with Hector, I think it was. She sleeps with, like, Nick, and then she also sleeps with Brooke's son, and then she sleeps with Eric, and she becomes more unlikable. She starts sleeping with people. As this is not what a character was doing. A character was mainly just single all the time. Not randomly sleeping with people. And they kind of fuck up the character because then she kills somebody. She bloody kills Darla. She runs her over. So she's now a criminal. So, yeah, good way to fuck up a character. Make a character, like, shit. Because now she's killed somebody who I didn't actually mind as a character. Darla was one of the most likable characters on the show, and you killed her. She's probably the top 3 and the top 3 most likable characters. She probably was the most likable character because it doesn't seem like there's much drama with Darla. So she is probably the most likable, even though I say Stephanie and Sally are, the queens on the show. She was the, the princess on the show, you might as well just say, because she was the better character. And you killed her off. You made Taylor kill her. So now she's shit. And Taylor becomes a bit annoying, especially with Brooke. It's like, shut up. I miss when they were friends, Taylor, and I think they become friends, not long after Taylor and Ridge get together. She becomes friends with Brooke. I think she doesn't like her after, and then likes her again. She goes back and forth, and then when she comes back from the dead, she just doesn't like her through the whole show. It's not like she does like her. I don't like you, Brooke. And she's kind of condescending, especially with her friends. With a daughter. She's like, shut up, Taylor. Before I beat you with a wooden spoon. No, I'm kidding. She's pretty bad in a lot of ways. She does become more likable when we have the Katie scene, even though she's doing a lot of fuckery with, her being together with Eric. That was kind of dumb too. The fact that Stephanie just died on the show, and then 30 episodes into it, she's already sleeping with Eric. She's already having that was Stephanie's husband, you dummy. And Eric, fuck you. Come on now, your wife's dead, and you're now already hooking up with Taylor. Are you kidding me? Seriously, William Bell, you didn't need to make her William Bell Jr., because I think William Bell died. William Bell Jr., you did not need to bring her back just to make her shit. I'm glad they got rid of her, but, because she was getting irritating. And then they brought it back just so that she could try to kill Bill. She shot him in, the head or something. I think he survived, or somewhere she shot him. Yeah, so she's trying to kill 2 people. Well, the second one she tried to kill. First one she just accidentally killed. She ran her over the car. What a... I mean, I probably would have killed Bill too, because he's an asshole. So... And then she's condescending with Brooke. She's like, it's difficult because, families were destroyed. That's got nothing to do why Stephanie and Hope are together. They're just idiots, Stephanie and Hope, because they're fighting over the man who's a loser. Liam is a loser, so shut up, Taylor. I think she becomes more likable when they bring in the second actress. I don't think she plays her well as Hunter Tylo, but she plays her off anyway. She does become more likable. She's kind of stupid in a lot of ways too. It's you are the idiot. Overall, what do I think about Taylor? Taylor's not a great character. She's pretty bad. She sleeps with a lot of people, especially when she comes back from the dead the second time. And she's kind of already slept with 5 characters, 6. Wait, hold on. She slept with Thorne, Eric. She's having affairs with Thorne and Eric in a very similar time slot. I think she slept with Eric not long after Stephanie died, which was shit. I agreed with Brooke. I'm like, what the heck? I don't even like Brooke. And I'm like, yeah, I agreed with her. But then it's probably not as bad as she slept with sister's husband. I don't know, it's pretty bad. Especially Stephanie is your best friend, and this is how you're going to repay her when she dies. You sleep with her husband. It's okay, let's sleep with Eric. I think she had a thing for him, also in the 90s, but I don't think that went anywhere. That was weird. But she actually sleeps with him this time, in, the 2013. It's like, yeah, and then there was Whip, and then she was having a thing for Ridge while she was married to Whip, and then she's living with Brooke's son, and she's living with Nick to get back at, like, Brooke. And then she was sleeping with, I think she kissed Hector. Brooke needed to make a big deal about it. Like, I would never do that. Shut up, Brooke. So yeah, maybe you should have killed her off in 2002. She wouldn't have had the plastic surgery. We wouldn't, and she would have like been dead, and she wouldn't have been an asshole character, and she wouldn't have had to kill Darla off. So, and kill another person. Try to kill Bill too. So, you shitted up, Taylor's character. She was more likable on the show, and that's what you did. You fucked up her character. But anyway, whatever. Who cares? Who cares on the show? I guess she's more likable than Brooke because she didn't sleep with her daughter's husband. Well, wasn't Rick together with Phoebe? That was weird too. Like, yeah, let's put like the siblings together. I guess they're not kind of related. Yeah, but let's cheat on my daughter's husband. I guess they weren't husbands, they were just boyfriend and girlfriend. But still. But anyway, it is what it is. That's Taylor's character. What can I say? And she killed Bill. And her daughter killed, Allie, and she killed Sugar. So her daughter's a serial killer. And so is the son. The son's killed Emma. So, yeah, they're all serial killers in Taylor's family. Brooke's not wrong when she says, like, I don't trust Thomas and all this because, that they have killed somebody. Taylor's killed, one person. She tried to kill Bill. Steffi's killed two people on the show. She killed a cousin, and then she killed, Sugar. She killed Sheila's identical twin. And then she went and and then Thomas has went and run Emma down on the road. So, yeah, that's great. So, yeah, pretty shit. So, that's what happens when you turn your character shit. They fucked up Thomas's character. They try to make him likable. Like, I'm a great character. We didn't forget about the Emma story. You guys forgot. We didn't forget, you fuckwits. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, that's Taylor's character. She's pretty good with all the other characters. She doesn't like Brooke. Who else doesn't she like? She doesn't like Bill. Is that it that she doesn't like? I think so. I think she liked Macy. She liked a lot of the other characters. I don't know if she liked Jackie, but... yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, please subscribe, turn on notification, click bell beside you. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye!